want to be able to get the low voices, so we kind of got to speak up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's put the value right up front. Okay, so this podcast is just to get me started on cryptocurrency. So you've been doing this for how long?
Actually doing it for about maybe like a year and a half. We started the thing like I didn't know what Bitcoin was, but I had $100 back in 2017, and I said, I don't know, let's buy some Bitcoin and see what the fuck. Literally,
That's cool.
and so we had the $100. There was times like between 2017 and 2020, we're like, fuck, we need some money. How much is that Bitcoin worth? And it'd be like $54. It'd be like $63. Like, well, that's not going to do anything, so we'll just leave it there. And then all of a sudden, since December 2019, Bitcoin went to like $50,000 or $30,000.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, Kayla, what's that $100 for? Because Bitcoin's at, I don't know, I'll check. And it was like 300 and something. I was like, well, that's good. It only took 4 years, but it tripled. That's better interest than the bank.
Wow.
Right? And that was just putting it in Bitcoin. And so we're like, well, what other things we can do? Then we tried a thing and we got kind of scammed. Right? But it was a learning experience. And the thing
I was wondering what you were saying about that.
Yeah, and then we got... but the stuff that we learned, because we wanted to learn more about what was going on and then the people that we were around, and it's like...
It did help. It wasn't a negative experience.
No, like if you pay for a course and you learn something and it costs you $250, like, well, you got your knowledge, right?
Exactly. I'm about to pay for video editing software. It's going to cost me about that much anyway, so...
Yeah, but you can do so many things with it, right?
Okay, so you've been doing this since
2017, I guess.
2017? So that's 5 years, actually.
A guy told me about Bitcoin in 2007 or 2008.
Yeah, I had an opportunity. You couldn't even buy Bitcoin in Canada at this point, I don't think. Or maybe if you could, it was only at places, but I was working in Lethbridge on the tilted kilt that they had out there for a short time.
And then a machine.
And they had a fucking Bitcoin machine. And I had $1,000 burning a hole in my pocket. So in 2015, I don't think Bitcoin was worth a whole lot. So I probably could have bought like a Bitcoin if I wanted to.
Oh yeah. Like the one thing that these guys are saying is like the big ones, Bitcoin, Ethereum and stuff, it's like a digital savings account. Literally. And
but with way higher returns.
Yeah, with 100%. And so it's like, even if it goes up and down, like you can just go look at the graphs. Every graph is up over the last however many years. Year, 10 years, it goes up.
Yeah.
It might not be up every day.
Yeah.
It drops. Like right now everything's fucking dropping.
Yeah, well one thing I learned recently I think is interesting is that saved money is actually worthless if you think about it. I mean, obviously it has its own value, but it doesn't appreciate a whole lot.
No.
You know, it only appreciates when you put more into it.
Yeah, and
right?
It's affected by US dollar.
Yeah, if you can convert your fiat currency into something that can make you more money, then it's way more valuable. So then you're better off having debt and having that debt make you more money than you are having a savings account, which is something that like Dave Ramsey wouldn't tell you. He'd say, "Oh, get rid of your debt."
Yeah.
You know, but actually debt is good if you want to get rich. The only way you can literally get rich is by having debt, turning it into more money, paying that debt off, and then doing the same thing again. They give you a higher limit, you do the same thing. Give you a higher limit, you do the same thing. Right? That's how money grows exponentially.
Yeah.
And it's like Bitcoin is one way you can do that. You turn and I think it's entry level, right? Turn your fiat currency into a digital algorithm that appreciates, that's guaranteed to appreciate no matter what.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So it's way smarter, right? So, okay, literally step one, because I don't really know much about this at all. I focus on other things, but I definitely want to play. Not for fun though, right? Obviously
we want to make some money.
Make some money, right?
And then learn more.
Yeah, because I'm finally at a point where I'm now starting to learn how to budget my money and do, a lot more with it, and I want to be smart. And now's the time, right? Because yesterday you said was what? It was like another Black Friday event?
Yeah, it was because everything was down for some reason. We don't know.
Yeah, today is December 4th, 2021. So that was December 3rd, 2021. A bunch of different coins dropped.
Everything dropped. Last night was like I call it a red tag sale.
I like that.
Like even right now.
Yeah, because all the numbers that drop appear in red.
Yeah, and the only things that aren't in red are the ones that are attached to the US dollar. So USDT, USDC. Oh, okay, Luna. Impressive. So there are a couple of coins that, that went up, right? But the majority of the board went down. So as someone who has watched things right now, before, you might have thought things were going down, fucking sell it. Right? That's what we used to do. It's like, oh shit, that's going down, sell it. And then you see one on its way up, and then you buy it. And then next week, a week later, the one that you sold went up, and the other one's down. Because there's nothing that goes up forever. They go up, and then they kind of overheat, and then
they drop, yeah.
And then they're like, okay, we cooled off. And the thing is...
the more it encourages people to buy, right? Because it's cheaper.
Yeah, exactly. And so if you know your coin, and you know your project, and like what they're all about, or what they're doing, every coin has this thing called a white paper, right?
That's interesting.
And so if you go to a company, some coin's website, and you read their white paper, you can read what their vision is, what they have in place, what they're trying to do, right? So you can study them and say like, hey.
So is it like whitepapers.com or?
No.
You just type in the name Bitcoin white paper and it'll.
Possibly. I don't think I've ever looked for that because some of the Bitcoin's kind of like the things that things are built on.
Bitcoin and Ethereum are the basically like your desktop.
Yeah. What's the one Prosper is talking about? Blocktopia, right?
Blocktopia is talking about, and the other one he's talking about is Matic.
Yeah, Matic.
Shout out to Prosper, by the way.
Whoop whoop.
Chris Bolsing.
Blocktopia. So I'm just going to the Blocktopia website. Blocktopia is the home of crypto. Oh, so they have a light paper, right? So we go to their light paper.
And it tells you what their mission statement is, or...
Yeah, so intro, principles, market analysis, Blocktopia skyscraper, avatar, key zones. A lot of these companies too, right? They have... See, it's 24 pages for Blocktopia.
It's a pretty easy read.
For Blocktopia's things.
Lots of...
They want to create avatars and 3Ds and all these sort of things, right? And so you're like,
so it's a business that you invest in.
Yeah, and
it's better than having the stocks.
Pretty much. It's because it's more fun. I don't know. I think it's cooler because everything's going more digital, right?
Okay, so
they're building stock markets on Ethereum.
Yeah.
Right? And so...
Yeah, because Ethereum is like the Microsoft Windows.
Yeah, it's...
Of cryptocurrency. Right? And then other say Bitcoin is like the Apple.
Yeah.
Right?
There's so many things going on. And then Binance, there's just such a big exchange that they built they have their own chain, the Binance Smart Chain. And so what we learned there is, what we learned in the thing when I said about volume is that the earlier you get in on something, right, you get more for your dollar because
it goes up.
A lot of these ones have
in the beginning.
Circulating supply, right? So I forget what Bitcoin is, 21 million, 21 billion, whatever. There's only ever going to be 21 billion Bitcoins, right? They said you could mine it till 2140, but by then who knows what the price is going to be around. Right? If it's going to be $1 million, they said the last Bitcoin will be mined in 2140.
Okay.
So it'll never run out. But the thing is, as more and more people are using it, let's say a government decides, hey, let's just buy 10 million Bitcoin and blah blah blah. Then there's less supply and demand, right? So then the value goes up. And so that's what's happening, right?
Yeah.
And so every day, somebody new is going to buy Bitcoin, like yourself.
Exactly. And every new person adds more real currency to what technically isn't really anything.
It's decentralized finance.
Yeah.
I think is what they call it.
Decentralized. Everything should be decentralized, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Should be complete. That's what I think democracy is. Democracy is supposed to be wealth decentralized. You know what I'm saying? You could do whatever you want.
Yeah. One of the things that I guess I've kind of believed is that, we've seen it. For everything is going more digital, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we know obviously money's going more. It's being adopted more, right?
Yeah.
And when it hit that big price, a lot more people knew about it.
Yeah, that's what it creates attention.
Exactly.
Anything valuable gets attention.
It's worth more than gold. Then,
yeah.
right?
And the more there is a demand for it, the higher the price will be, right?
And so now, people have found to build things on these chains, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, have you seen like a crypto website? How nice, like it loads.
It's cool.
Like, but have you used it on a crypto browser?
No. So which browser is crypto?
There's Brave. I use a MetaMask as one of my wallets. Right? I have some crypto here, and it's kind of sad to look at because one of my coins dropped like a motherfucker. But so they call them dApps now.
Okay.
But so my search thing on here is DuckDuckGo.
Yeah.
So a lot of the new, I guess, websites being built on these crypto browsers are using the new technologies to be able to develop their websites, right? Things look so like a lot smoother. Everything loads. I don't know. To me, I think it's just like slick. So I'm gonna go to this Ramp DeFi. I bought some Ramp coins back in the day. Like just swipe up and look how everything just kind of just appears and loads. Everything's so smooth and slick.
Got sounds in with it. That is very cool.
So
imagine if you could unlock a new liquidity from your crypto assets tied up in
and it automatically loads videos and shit, right?
Yeah, but it's just the technology that they're using now is just so smooth, right?
Yeah.
And so everything's just going that way. So might as well get in now before it's mainstream, right? Before oh hey, yeah, we're gonna use Matic to.
Yeah, so you know what your money's doing.
Yeah.
So when you invest in something, it's creating something back, whether it's a browser or a video game or things like that.
Exactly. Like I put $20 in this coin called Meta Hero or something because they're supposed to be doing 3D avatars for the upcoming metaverse. Mm-hmm. So you can have a 3D Mo and a 3D.
Yeah. Well, when all these companies eventually create their own crypto, like what Amazon is doing. Mm-hmm. It's going to be its own, like you're giving money directly to the company that you like and you're getting something back for it.
Yeah. One thing, because I had to do a Bitcoin little course thing for something I was doing.
And there's no middleman.
No, exactly.
Right? So when you get to the stock market, there's a middleman there that takes a slice of the pie and then connects you to whomever, because these companies back in the day were supposed to be unreachable. You know, you couldn't talk to the person in the top of fucking, Rothschild Industries or U.S. Steel or whatever, or Walmart. You can't talk to the Waltons.
No, banks are like, they're like shitting themselves. They're like, what are we gonna do if everybody just goes crypto? They're gonna have to hop in somehow. Yeah,
they'll create their own coins, right? And then
BMO coin and
TD
coin and whatever.
Yeah.
They'll fucking 100% do that. Well, they'll just convert everything. Hey, all your money will be converted to this.
Yeah, which is why people want to
It's digital anyways.
Yeah.
Your money's... Right now it's digital. It's not real.
That's true. It stopped being real when it switched to the off the gold standard.
Interact.
Yeah, it became like a fake fiat currency.
As soon as you had a bank card, it was done.
It's interesting. Yeah, because, gold is something actually that's there. Has real value to it.
Yeah. So, I would say just like I created a bunch of things just to look around, it's like window shopping almost, except that I went in the store, and so that's why I have a Newton and I have a Binance and I have a this and a that.
So which one should I start with?
I would say try Newton. Like I know Chris says the KuCoin one too, but I've never set up a KuCoin one, so I don't really have experience with it. But KuCoin has a lot of coins and they have way more things happening.
Okay, so that's a good start. So
if you
the ups and downs of each one.
Like Newton is basic, because they're still. I think they've only been around a year now, right? A year, maybe 2. I don't know when it's exactly they're established, but when I signed up for Newton, they only had like 10 coins, right?
Yeah.
Now there's 56, so and I think their team is growing, and they're active on Twitter and stuff like that. I hear their support is still. People are complaining about, like, I know how Prosper was saying that the support wasn't good. But here, I'll just give you a quick peek at something. So this is my Newton. So welcome to Newton. I put $500 in here in September, and it was $900 before everything dropped in this fucking thing. Mm-hmm. Right? I was like, it was good. But the thing, so they have more coins. So you just take the ups and the downs like that. I just hold. People panic, but you don't know how much it's going to drop, right?
Exactly.
Or what if it's just going to drop for a second and then go back up right away?
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're studying that coin all the time. I don't have time to study them all the time. So it's just basic. You just pick a coin. You're like, hey, oh look, there is Avalanche. I really want to buy some Avalanche, by the way. That'd be a good one to buy. Well, it's cheap. AVAX? So, yeah. I think the ease of Newton is one reason why I still keep it. So I could be like, oh, hey, I would like to. Let's say I had...
So the other ones are significantly more complex to be able to use?
I don't want to say significantly, but like I said, we used Index, I think once. We were trying to use it for that thing we got scammed on, which was that beer axe, by the way. It wasn't... if you got in early, it was good, and then at one point they just shut down and they just took everybody's money and went. It was some sort of Russia, whatever.
Really?
Oh yeah, it was kind of sucked. But yeah, look, everything is red except for Luna. Luna's fucking on fire. Luna's up 20%. So they just went in one day. They went from $67 you could have bought Luna yesterday, and it's $101 today. So let's just say you put $200 into it yesterday. Well, it might be up more. I can't do math right now. But anyhow, so I keep Newton for ease of use.
Okay.
When I first started, I also got Binance. When I looked at Binance, it was like sitting down on like a rocket ship for me. Because I signed into Binance, and this was what was happening. There was like, okay, all this stuff. There was all these things, and then I hit more. I'm like, well, what the fuck? Right?
Okay.
So it was complicated as shit for me. So it took me like a month or two. Even, there's still things I don't know. But as a beginner, Binance is something I wouldn't... yeah.
Good. Okay, and that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, eventually,
because you have like whatever multiple years down the road worth of experience on this, right? So, so here's the analogy: you play a game and you play through the game, and you go, okay, well, if I know what I know now and go back and starting at the beginning of the game, I would do it differently.
100%.
Right? So now you've done that, so you've beaten the game once, right?
Yeah, we're on a higher level.
You're at a higher level, right?
Yeah, if I could start over, I'm sure I would.
Start over, it would be a much better, right?
Yeah.
And I don't really know shit about it.
Yeah, no, the thing with Binance, though, is Binance is the gateway to some of the lotto coins, as we call them, right? Because their coins are being built on the Binance Smart Chain. And so they were like, oh, hey, this coin was fucking released.
So Binance
6 days
is
ago.
the biggest one then.
Binance is the biggest exchange on earth.
Okay.
Right? Coinbase is big, but their market cap is not as...
Where's that blunt at? There it is.
Right here. Categories.
Okay. And so what other
oh look, these guys are picked up too. So this is the listing of top exchanges in the world.
And they're all available in Canada?
I don't know about Huobi, but you can get Coinbase, you can get Binance, you can get KuCoin. Everything's on the internet, right?
That's true, but I heard they were having problems with the Canadian dollar. I don't know.
Oh, you can't directly buy coins on Binance with the Canadian dollar.
So you got to go through a third party.
That's why I use Newton.
Oh, okay.
Because that's what Chris was saying, is because you can transfer money, you can transfer coins anywhere, from wallet to exchange to whatever, right? It's like, it's meant to be, because it's just on the network, right? On the blockchain. So
what other ones? So KuCoin is available in Canadian dollars to access Binance too. Is that
well? I don't know what the accessing Binance, but let's say you signed up on KuCoin and you bought whatever crypto you were buying, right? And then, let's just say you bought Bitcoin and you're like, hey, I want some Binance stuff. So you'll send your Bitcoin from KuCoin to Binance. And then you can just buy things there, in Bitcoin.
Okay, right? Got it, yeah.
See, I guess you have to see that. So here, you know the Shiba Inu? All those Shiba things?
Yeah.
You heard of that. So here, we'll just look for Shiba. Right? So the beautiful thing with Binance, which doesn't really happen on other things, is that I can buy Shiba in USDT, BUSD, Euro, Tri, Dogecoin. I can buy Shiba in Australian dollars. I can buy Shiba, or I can buy whatever, right?
Okay.
So you can buy coins with other coins. Not all sorts of other ones, but let's just say what's the even better coin? Solana. So search, and so you can buy Solana with you get 5 times better something if you buy Solana with Bitcoin. You can buy Solana with Binance Coin. You can buy Solana with Ethereum. So when because Binance doesn't take Canadian dollars right now, I will just take my $100 or $200 of Bitcoin from Newton and just send it to Binance, and then I'll just play there.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, cool. I like that. And Binance is the only one you can do that on.
Buy coins with other coins?
Yeah.
As far as I know, yes. I don't think Coinbase does it. I think you have to buy it directly.
So inevitably, if you're going to do this seriously, you will have to learn Binance.
Oh, yeah. And as a side note for yourself and our listeners, YouTube has shit ton of tutorials, Binance for beginners, tutorials for beginners for Binance. Like, there's so many good walkthroughs on YouTube, it's ridiculous.
Sweet. I like that. I like learning shit. I like the beginning of the game part of,
Eventually,
life.
Eventually something's going to circulate around Binance because they have savings things. Here, watch. I was showing you one coin. Check this right now. So there's this thing called staking. If anybody, I don't know if you know what staking is, but staking is.
Like I said, I don't know anything.
So there's this thing called staking in crypto. I think it's just either you holding the coins or you stake it on the exchange. So let's say you're almost like a TFSA. So you have your coins and you put it in a term, let's say 30 days or whatever, and they'll give you interest on it, right? Okay. Like for TFSA, if you put your money in it, somebody else is using your money, right?
Yeah.
Right? And then you want it back in like 48 hours or whatever. Yeah, whatever it's
they got it. Yeah.
So staking is essentially the same thing, but in crypto. And so myself, I have an overview, and so I have these 4 coins staking, right? This one is at 36% interest. I put in for 60 days. So I only have one of them, but I'm gaining more of my one just sitting there than I would of just holding it there, like in Newton, right? It's just going to sit there, but if it's going to sit there, might as well sit there.
So what, they pay you interest?
Yeah.
Binance to use your money?
Yeah.
To play other coins?
Yes.
That's probably a very succinct way of explaining it, I'm assuming?
Pretty much
exactly. Is that it?
I think so.
Okay, because that's how I understood that you just said.
Oh, no. There was a coin that was available for a while for staking, and it was they were giving you 100% interest.
Holy shit! It must have been for the first few people that did it.
Oh no, it's right here. See, Axis. So if I own some Axis, I would get 100% interest APY. So for a year, so 60 days, 90 days, whatever. So right now, I think one Axis coin is $200. Well, let's see how much it dropped.
Holy shit, that's cool.
AXS. $115. And it dropped 7%. See, like, it just took off. If you bought it fucking, like, last month, you'd be just making bank. Right?
That's a huge jump.
Yeah, it went from fucking $8 to $100. So let's just say you had $100. It's like, hey, you know what? I like this Axis. You check their website, you check their white paper.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, these guys would be good. $100.
Get 10.
It's still like Lotto, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, buy 10. And they were like, now your 10 is multiplied times.
Right, so you'd
add a couple more zeros.
Yeah.
You might be 1,000 now.
10 for 100, and now, yeah, exactly. So no, from $8 to $100 is a lot. That's like 10x,
those are those
10x
big
growth.
Wins. Yeah, exactly.
10x, so you'd have 1,000. No.
Even more.
Yeah, you would. It would be $1,000.
Right? And then you could take that $1,000 and get 100% interest on it. Like, so that's the thing with Binance. So it's like, It took me a month of just staring at it and just clicking on things. There's a fucking research, so you can go there and they have like a finance university.
Yeah.
That's why we said just create accounts and look around it on the inside. Like even if you don't have anything to put in, just it's like trying shit on.
Okay. So Newton, KuCoin, what else? What other ones are my other options?
Newton, KuCoin, Binance, and Crypto.com. I would set up those ones. I would just create accounts on it, even if you don't fucking.
Okay, and which one should I use? Like, which one do you think would be the best to just use as my main trading one? So I'll just start with that as option number one.
Like I said,
that's easy to use.
I use Newton for ease of use.
Yeah,
because you can just buy it and it just sits there.
And you haven't tried KuCoin yet?
No, because I didn't need to. Because if I need to buy something on KuCoin, I'm just going to send my Bitcoin from Newton over to KuCoin.
Oh,
because Newton set up my bank account. It's so easy.
Okay.
And that's the only reason I use it. Because
you know what? I'm just going to go with the one you know how to use. Because you're here right now and you're helping me with this.
All right.
So I'm just going to go with the one you use. It's smarter. So I would go to the Play Store and it's an app, or should I do it on my browser?
Yeah, do it on your thing.
Do it on here.
One of the tips I've learned is like if you're serious about it, don't do crypto on your phone. I mean, I don't really have a computer, but see, this is all I did was go to the thing. I just hit this button and it says I would like to add funds via Interact e-transfer, and then I just add the funds and it does my EMT.
And it would be more work to do it in the other apps?
I've never tried a KuCoin one. We can set up both. And we don't have to send money anywhere. Just create the accounts.
That's true. Okay, yeah. I just want one to start with.
Yeah, I think I sent you my link there. Or I can send it again anyways.
Yeah, send it again. I'll access my Facebook.
Oh, and if you do decide to choose Newton, and you do decide to spend more than $100, we both get $25.
Really?
Yeah, it's because there's no advertising anymore. Every fucking thing on this earth right now has a referral program. Everything has a referral program. It's ridiculous.
Okay, send that link, dude. Send it on Facebook. I'll be able to access it on here. That's it right here?
Yo.
Okay.
As long as it has that JP30 or whatever.
JP34C. Okay, yeah. Sweet. Okay, so all I need is an email and a password.
Yeah, the only thing is just Newton doesn't have options in terms of staking and research and savings. Because there's so many savings options on Binance, it's ridiculous. And there's new coins, and there's launch pools. That's the one thing with Binance too. Because if you can get a launch pad of something that's going to be really good, you might only pay like maybe $100 or something. And then you bought 300 of these coins, and then all of a sudden after the launch, it goes up like crazy.
Yeah.
Sometimes it might go worse though, because sometimes you might put in everything is supply and demand, right? And what happens is, let's say 100 of us go in and buy this coin, okay? Now, we're on the pre-sale, right? Now, we win. Maybe it's up 10 times. So now all 100 of us sell. Now that all the coins are back in circulation, so the price drops.
Yeah.
Right? So now they gotta start over, right?
I have read and agreed to other shit. Get my free $25. Hey, there's a reason to join, right?
100%.
Not a robot. So now I've set up the account very easy with Newton.
They're gonna get you to do picture and do your ID and stuff like that because they want to verify, right?
Oh, I can't. Oh, then I can't do that on this computer.
Oh, no camera.
No camera.
You
So
don't.
no matter what, I'm doing on mobile. But whatever.
So you go to the App Store and then get Newton.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know that. So. But see, that's why I asked you to be here, right? So when I do this,
Yeah. So
this is way simpler.
A lot of pretty much everything now wants to make sure you're not a fucking scam sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because we're worried about scams, but they're worried about scams too, right? So they have this thing called KYC verification.
Yeah.
And so pretty much every big thing needs to verify that you are you and your face and shit like that. So sometimes it goes through verification, which does, I don't know, some are faster than others. Some might take up to a day. Some
Really?
Yeah, some are right away. But I remember when we were first starting with some of them, they're like, it's like they didn't like colored people. It's like it wasn't recognizing their face or something.
It was legit racist.
Yeah, it was this racist ass app. Oh yeah.
Send me an email.
Oh, shit, sure.
Please confirm your email address. So the next thing, what just happened?
Oh, the tree fell.
The reason why that happens a lot with these blunts is I keep my nuggets like kind of big. I don't use a grinder.
Okay, yeah.
I bust it with my hands. It makes it smoke a lot better.
Yeah.
But yeah, the one problem you have is that little nuggets will fall out of it and shit. I don't really care though.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Activate account. So it'll go on your email and ask you to activate. So I activated the account. 2-factor authentication.
Yeah, so you probably need your ID.
Okay. And it asks for a phone number.
And so yeah, when I sign in, when it'll be like every month, it'll be like, or every couple weeks, it'll be your token has expired or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not auto login, so you have to log in again, and then you click on it and like use password for with the phone number. Because they don't let you keep they don't keep auto saving it.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's like trying to be make them more secure and make you more secure.
Yeah.
Even Binance does it. Like I think every couple of weeks too, it'll be like, oh, you need to re-log in again. Send code. And so they'll actually send you a text message. And, you have to use the number that they send you to log in again. And then you have to enable your fingerprint thing again.
Yeah, you're a few levels ahead on the game than me, D. So I don't really know what you're talking about quite just yet.
Yeah, no.
Eventually I'll be there.
Oh, totally. Like I said, we just tried things. Tried more things. And
Yeah.
we're like, you know what?
That's how you learn, man. Get code. So it'll send a code to your email. Or sorry, it'll text you a code, you put it in. Sure, remember that shit. Alright, done. Signed up. Now, by law, you'll need to verify your identity. Most verifications will take less than 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, you have to go with better light. Definitely. Because you do facial recognition thing.
Okay, I got this here. It's bright as a motherfucker. Okay. So it asks for just for a driver's license?
Yeah.
And that's it?
Yep. And then your bank card when you want to link it.
Your first name, your last name, your address. Why does it need to know all this shit? Like, what do you do?
That I'm not sure.
That's kind of annoying. Well, let's see here. I guess what I do would technically be considered transportation, maybe?
I'm a drug dealer, motor scooter.
I'm a facilitator. That's what you call it. Okay. That's for your B-Day. And good. Golden. Submit. So I gave all the bullshit information. So it says account type.
Personal.
Personal, corporate? Yeah, personal, obviously. I wonder what the difference is, what they give you if you're a corporate.
Maybe we'll have to do that one day. Set up corporate again.
Right? Okay, so now it asks for my ID. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do this on my computer because I don't have a webcam. This computer is brand new, but it's just basic as fuck, right? I don't really even have a sound card or anything on it. It's just random.
Oh, okay. Simple.
So you click Submit Photo ID, Driver's License. So it gives you options, what type ID to add. Obviously, driver's license is the easiest. You can go state ID, you can go with passport, your passport card, or a permanent resident card. You get the front of it, then you get the back. Take your picture. There we go. picture of the front and back of the ID. They process it, and Prosper said it took four weeks for them to get back to him. So he went with something else.
Yeah. I think there was a time there, because I recommended somebody else during a time when they're like, their verification didn't go through right away. But when we had set it up originally, it was, it took like half an hour. Okay, what's a selfie? Yeah, that's why I was saying the lighting. So you gotta match your ID with your face. Then you just sign up with somebody else's ID.
Looks slightly left. There we go. Okay. Thank you for verifying your identity. So it says manual verification in progress. Takes no longer than 1 to 2 days. Is there any we can do?
Let's try a KuCoin one now while we wait for that one.
Yeah, you think...
I've never done it before. Let's try it.
Okay, so you think it'll be the same process? I'm going to need an app anyway?
Let's. I think Prosper had his link in the chat. Do the same thing that we just did. Do that for Binance. Like, set the same up.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we're not going to use it yet because, like I said, that's next level. Right?
Yeah.
That's,
maybe we'll get Prosper here and we'll all do like a Binance.
Yeah. Because, like I said, Binance is I don't want to say it's the end-all, be-all or whatever, but it has the most options. Like I said, it's like a rocket ship. There's buttons everywhere.
Yeah.
Just to give you a quick thing before my phone fucking dies.
Yeah.
Like here, so I'll log into Binance, right? Okay. But when you go to more, there's so many options for savings, staking, loans, Visa card, all these things. But Crypto.com has a Visa card too.
I'm sure as I do it, I'll become a lot more interested in it. Because that was just my big problem. If I'm not interested in something, I'll kind of be like, nah. You know, like, there's other things I could be paying attention to. Because there's so much stuff that wants your attention.
Everything wants your attention. Everything
wants your attention. And it's like, you only have so much attention to give. And like, so I just, my best way of doing things is whatever I'm interested in, and I just go all in. Yeah. And I kind of push everything to the side for a minute and just go in on it, right?
No, exactly.
So, okay, so now that I've set up on Newton, and then I'll do Binance and KuCoin. Yeah. What do I do next? Yeah. So they're all going to verify, right? And they're all going to take some time to verify. So I can't really put anything money on it right now.
Between KuCoin and Newton, set up your if they have the debit thing or whatever the card is. Like, I don't know how. Like I said, I haven't done the KuCoin, how they do the money thing.
Yeah.
But Newton, I know just it's in my bank card. It's just an EMT.
Yeah.
And so that's why I like it. It's just easy. And then I just I'm gonna buy $200 in Bitcoin.
Okay.
I'll send that to Binance and then I'll play with it there. And so because I've been playing with things and clicking on things for so long, it's like I would buy Bitcoin in Newton. I would send Bitcoin to Binance.
Yeah.
Then I would buy this Binance coin, BNB. It's the number 4 coin. So there's Bitcoin, Ethereum, something, and then Binance.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
that Instagram video you showed me, there's like, these are the 4 things to put your money into.
That's a little different, but the first ones, the Bitcoin and Ethereum, definitely put 50%. Like, you put $200, buy $50 in Bitcoin, or $100 in Bitcoin, whatever. Because everything's on sale right now, too.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to do it now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so as soon as they verify me, put some money on it and just fucking
let it sit there for a while.
Yeah, because I got $200 basically, and whatever. It's kind of not the best amount to start with, but
it's good.
I'm gonna start putting on, honestly, maybe at least a couple $100 every paycheck that I get.
If I was to make an educated recommendation for this date and time right now for your $200, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. It's SOL.
Okay.
In Newton, I would buy those.
Those are your savings accounts, basically.
Yeah, because Solana's up like 3,000% this year. Right?
Wow.
And like if we bought Solana in January, we'd be laughing. I would. Yeah. $60, $50, whatever. Just do your thing.
Sweet. Okay, well, we could probably end this. So what I'm actually doing is it's just an idea right now, but I want to call it like a vision board podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you just talk about the shit that you want to do, what you're interested, what you think about. And I'm just going to invite my friends.
Yeah.
Just whatever.
Excellent.
Talk some random shit like this one is crypto.
Yeah.
Right? And you just whatever. And then I'm going to put in the background just a looping GIF. Like, you ever watched the Lo-Fi Girl?
No.
Right? So it's like a lo-fi hip hop YouTube.
Okay. Let's go to YouTube.
And it's just a looping GIF. So it's just a girl and she just studies. She writes notes. And then here. You'll see it as soon as you see it, you'll be like, oh, I know this bitch. This girl. And then I'm just going to put a looping GIF in the background, and I'm just going to post it on YouTube and whatever.
Yeah.
Probably in the beginning, no one's really going to watch it.
Put a spinning Bitcoin.
For this one, I'll find a spinning Bitcoin.
There you go.
And for the very first one. And yeah, it's just going to be whatever. We can talk about that book that you wanted to write.
Yeah.
We can just slowly hunch that out.
Oh, yeah.
You know, make it in chapters. Like this chapter is going to be this. We can just go through it, you know, if you want to come back or whatever. If you're busy.
Had we known, brother, we were making $100 a night minimum at Empire.
Yeah, but this stuff didn't exist back then.
It did.
It did. Well, that's true.
We didn't know.
But also, that whole $100 went into my addictions, went into my fucking, you know, party budget. That whole thing went into fast food.
When I first started, I wasn't. I didn't have the day job. Right, Empire was like surviving. But when I had the day job,
I was too busy trying to survive.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to thrive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't know about the future. We were thinking about the now.
Yeah, and I knew about this shit now. Like, I've always been tuned into the culture, you know, of everything.
Yeah.
Right? Even if it's just a little bit. Like, I don't really know that much about finances, but I know about the stock market. I know what it does.
We know what they are.
Yeah.
We know how to find them.
Yeah. But we don't know how to use it.
Yeah. We're just, like I said, I've only been in serious like a year and a half now. Right?
Yeah.
I don't want to say serious because if I had more money, I'd put more money. I put what I could. Right? Mm-hmm. Even one of my coins is like completely down. And it's like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You know, they have this thing. It's called token economics, right? Tokenomics. Yeah. And so they'll say the transaction fee is 10%, right?
Yeah.
And they'll say 6% is redistributed to the liquidity pool. 2% is redistributed to the holders. So, like I bought one coin and I got 34 million of these coins, right? But over the last year, people have bought and sold and bought and sold. I got 3 million more coins because of tokenomics. Right?
Oh, so you gained even though they
I gained volume even though the value is down right now. Like, you know, if
oh, that's interesting. That's the next level thing.
So they want to reward people. Well, they don't want you to. Some of these projects, they probably don't want you to pull out your money, right?
Yeah.
Right away. But some of the ones they want to be like, hey, these guys are supporting our project. Let's, you know, give back to them, right? And so there's a lot of these ones that have good tokenomics, but some of the ones that have like, oh, there's a new term, it's called deflationary tokens, hyper deflationary. So what happens is every time there's a transaction, let's say I sell 1 million tokens or 1 trillion tokens or whatever.
Okay.
And the 10% or whatever, let's say part of that percent goes to there's a token burn.
So they take money out of your transaction that you sell.
And they kill the token. They kill 2% of it, or whatever, 1%. So every transaction, there's less supply. It's deflationary, right? And so I think one guy called, I read in a thing, like chicken, because who's the last one to sell?
Okay.
Because eventually, as more tokens are being burned, there's less supply, and the value just keeps going up.
That's interesting. That's next level shit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to study that.
I bought like some tokens for $2, and I got like trillion tokens because it just came out like 6 hours ago or 2 hours ago. And then it's like, well,
and it's just whatever, you just put money on it, like a fucking scratch ticket or something.
Yeah, exactly. Scratch and win. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, that
but
sounds
that's way. I think it's way smarter. There's people who play scratch and win should do Bitcoin instead.
Yeah.
They can just do that shit.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna burn that money, what does it matter? Because you're gonna burn it anyway on scratch tickets or lottery.
And exactly. So that's why.
That's awesome.
That's what
I
I
love
say
that shit.
with the portfolio thing. If you do 50% or 50, 35, and whatever, then and you keep some liquidity. So you can buy the stuff. You have your savings, right? Because Bitcoin is digital gold, Ethereum is digital silver.
Prosper? Yep. Prosper's like, you guys doing it? Qcoin? Give him the yup.
Yeah, just tell them we're setting up them things.
Yeah, we on it. We gotta get Prosper on the next one.
Right.
Okay, so I guess we'll close it out. So what social media do you mostly use? Like, do you use Instagram at all?
Yep. I find Instagram has a lot more things I want to see than Facebook. Facebook's more people's opinions.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that Facebook stole that Reels thing from Instagram.
Yeah, it's easier to follow somebody you don't know on Instagram than it is to have people on Facebook that you don't know. So what's your Insta?
The D18.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I sent you stuff on the sound system. Actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop using that sound system one.
Yeah.
It's got too many people promoting to me on it. Like doing a branded one, I don't think is as important as doing a personal Instagram, in my opinion. So my Instagram is at mo.larock, LAROCK. And yeah, I'm gonna post this on YouTube, and then just share it on whatever.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to watch this back. So mostly it's just for me and you right now. We have an audience of 2 people, and that's completely fine. I'm sure Prosper will like this too.
Yeah.
And yeah.
These are good educations.
Yeah. And I'm just going to do
like I said,
whatever I'm interested in or whatever our dreams are.
Like I said, I think one of the coolest things was just you can create all the accounts, right? Like I have a KuCoin, I have a Mandala Exchange, I have Binance, I downloaded a Theta wallet and a VThor wallet, and just learning about things. It's like I can't afford to do all these things right now. I downloaded the 1inch app, and they're pretty cool too. 1inch exchange.
Okay. So of anything, now we're just whatever going into overtime or whatever.
Yeah.
You just whenever you want to go, you can just go.
All right.
Because this is mostly you got shit to do after you got to go to work or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat and go to work.
You can go to work. Yeah. So if there's
I go to work
anything,
again. I work 2 jobs. So I got the club midnight.
really, holy shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go clean for 3.5 hours. I'm hoping. I'll go 8 hours. 8 or 3:30. Because the upstairs office, they're not open on Saturday. So I won't have any garbage.
Oh, so you just clean. You just go in there, do the clean of their office,
Yeah.
and then you go and work at the club tonight.
Yeah.
It's Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's night and day, man. Like I'm cleaning in the Bissell Center with like homeless people outside, and there's nobody in the building, and it's quiet. I just have my music.
Yeah.
And then I go to the fucking nightclub, and it's like
I was thinking of getting a bouncer job or like another porter job somewhere.
River Creek is hiring. They need a bar back for Santa.
Do they?
Yeah. I was thinking I was just
I
watching.
applied there and they didn't fucking respond to me at all.
Really?
Yeah, I'm native. Figured they would be fucking. I'd be first in line, but they didn't respond. And I applied there like 5 or 6 times and no one responded.
Really?
And then I asked VJ because VJ was working there at the time. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'll hook you up." Never heard nothing from him.
Yeah, he was at what, Tap 25?
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't know, man. I was thinking I'd just walk in there. And
Yeah.
then go by the center.
But I'm not vaccinated though.
Oh, okay.
Are you vaxxed?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we got vaxxed in.
Yeah. And then so before I seriously consider getting another club job, I'll definitely have to get vaccinated, which sucks because I don't want to at all.
Yeah.
But
you could probably get not vaxxed at the club I work at. Yo, man, it's seriously, these guys just are having a hall party inside of a restaurant, like every weekend. Bottle service is not bottle service. Like, you know how we have bottle service?
Mm-hmm.
Bottle service is like, here's your bottle.
Oh, so there's no rules. I love that. That's the way it used to be.
That's why I work there, because they're just handing me shots of Henny and shit. Hey, do you want a shot? Hey,
You make decent tips every night?
dude, I make like $20 an hour in tips. with 20 bucks an hour in tips plus wage, it's way more than my day job. Like, why am I going to go work in IT from a 9 to 5 when I can make more, like, having fun? Like, I mean, I like porting more, you know?
Yeah.
It's just more fun. You get to talk to more people.
Yeah.
There's music usually.
Yeah, it's a very you type job. It's very people oriented, you know?
And everybody like, oh, dude, you're the best. One person actually said, introduced me as like, oh yeah, dude, he's one of the best porters. He's like a professional.
Right?
Like, professional porter. I'm like, I never heard that before.
Yeah.
But I am.
That's got to be the next thing we do, though, man. We got to fucking do a bunch of episodes of just this is the chapter you want to do.
Yeah. Oh, 100%, man. I gotta finish this fucking book. Like, just get it out there. I gotta get so many things out there.
Yeah. But I figure this is the way you do it, right? So you talk to the world about it, you know? It's different from manifesting.
Okay.
Right? So you manifest, and you're the only one accountable to yourself to manifest these things that you think about, right?
Okay.
So the more you think about it, it will put that out there that you want to do something, right? And if you choose to act on it, or you get serious about it, then it gets done, right?
Yeah.
But when you talk to the world about it first, and then you send it out there, and then I actually noticed it, is people are like, dude, I saw your post. Let's see some fucking action here, right? And it's like, then you have other people's momentum pushing you along.
Yeah.
Right? So it's the same thing as manifesting. The only difference is you have people going, yeah, when you have a victory, people are like, that's the shit. Right? And then it boosts you up and it makes you want to do it more, right?
Oh, okay. There
right?
You go.
So that's
using the powers of the
powers of the collective, you know, like Dragon Ball Z. You know, he's like, I need everybody in the world to help me power up this fucking energy ball. And so everybody in the world kind of prayed, and it sent him all this crazy energy, and he was able to murk motherfuckers with it. Right? So it's like, yeah, it's like a spirit bomb, right?
There you go.
So you said you wanted like a Bitcoin, like a spinning Bitcoin?
Yeah, something.
It's the looping thing, because like, look at this, right? She just, whatever, writes her notes, she's got her cat chilling there.
Or just any sort of crypto, just spinning cryptos. SafeMoon's a good one. I like SafeMoon. Even though it's sucking.
It all depends on
when I bought this SafeMoon,
what images are available.
There's always transaction fees, always remember that. Newton has like low fees. I'm not sure what NDAX was, but like I said, we'll just create all the accounts and see what works out best, right?
Okay. I'll just start with the ones we talked about here.
Yeah.
And then if there's other ones that you wanted to learn about or whatever, we'll kind of tackle it together, I think.
Yeah. Like I said, the top 4 that I would create accounts on are... I don't know if Newton's one of the top ones, but like I said, I use it. Right? Binance, 100%. Always have a Binance.
Yeah.
Just even if you don't have no money in it, just click on fucking things. So you know where things are, where to look, where to search for things. Just click on it. Right? It's like trying shit on in the dressing room. KuCoin, right? Because let's say they're like one of the AHLs to the NHL.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get coins there earlier. Plus they got launch pads as well. And so the thing is, when things get to bigger exchanges, then there's more people available to buy them, right? So then the volume goes whatever. So it's like getting to the big leagues, and it's like the price just might shoot up a little bit more or a lot more, right? And so a lot of the lotto coins that survive like the initial starts, and then they get bigger, and they're like, oh hey, yeah, this coin's listed on here now. It's like, all right, yeah, we made it to the big leagues.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because, I don't know, I'm not going to put my all into crypto yet, you know?
Oh yeah, no.
Because I don't really...
No, that's why I said don't like borrow money and put in and whatever what you can, but the safest things are Bitcoin and Ethereum, right?
Yeah.
100%. If you're just like putting $100 away, just...
Yeah, I want to use it a little bit, get a little bit of a taste of it, and then when you get some successes on it, then it would probably push me to be more interested in that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm interested in right now? I've been obsessed with jazz music and chess.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck, like I wish I could be more interested in writing or more interested in reading certain things and getting through my reading list or shit like that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
But-
I got these books that are staring at me. Like,
Yeah, I'd
like,
look
hey,
up fucking old school chess games and listen to fucking research jazz albums and jazz players and shit. And that's what I'm
I can play
interested in.
chess.
Yeah, I heard you. Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, I fucking play chess in a while. I think we could play chess on Facebook, on Messenger.
That's true. Yeah.
You can go just a move at a time when you're able.
Yeah, I used to play with other people. They just stopped replying.
Oh. We used to play at work.
Yeah.
Chess.com, we created an account.
Yeah, chess. I have a chess.com.
I don't remember my password because it was on that computer. I have to create another one.
Yeah.
But yeah, what time are we at now?
6:39. So yeah, 20 to 7. You probably got to dip out.
Yeah. Probably should start making a move.
All right. Peace out.
Excellent. That was a good session. We got some things, the ball rolling. Hold on. Fucking pause this.